just to be on the safe side. Later on तुम्हारा मन किया कि मैं जॉब करना चाहता हूँ या मैं आगे मास्टर्स करना चाहता हूँ, कुछ करना चाहता हूँ, कभी भी सीजीपीए को बिना कम सीरियसली मत लेना. सीजीपीए इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Hello everyone, welcome to our first podcast. In this series, we'll be talking about people's journey, how from college they are working with the corporate life, and how did they actually did proceed from in their lives. So our first guest is Mr. Karthik Arora. He is currently working with Morgan Stanley, and he's a 2020 graduate from Delhi Technical University (DTU). So Karthik has been experienced as an intern with Morgan Stanley also in his third year, and prior to that, he has an experience with DRDO and Computer Science Department of Delhi University. And along with this, he's also a YouTuber. He's creating an educational and creative content on YouTube using on algorithms and DSA. So hi Karthik, welcome to our podcast.
Hi Jalaj. Hi everyone. So as Jalaj told you about me, apart from that, I'm also a passionate competitive programmer. So I take part in programming contests on Code Forces and CodeShift. So that's another hobby of mine. And yeah.
Okay, so we'll directly move to the first question. So like, how did your journey started? When did you start your journey as a programmer?
Okay. So my journey probably started in 11th or 12th. I had a subject in my CBSE board, computer science. So I got introduced to C++ and we were taught basic syntax like for loops, while loops. We were taught about arrays, stacks, and I was like, okay, this sounds something interesting, and it was actually fun. So from that point onwards, I had some very basic idea of what a programming language is and what are the things a programming language do. It was like, okay, it's like telling some instructions to a computer. So I got a bit interested in that. And then I joined college. I got introduced to C, Java, and then algorithms, data structure. So that's when my interest developed a lot. After learning about algorithms, data structures, and the things that are being done to make software efficient and scalable, that was something that blew my mind, and I was totally into learning more about all that.
Okay. So Karthik, you are in like an candidate master at Code Forces and five-star coded code chef. So why did you choose competitive programming like over machine learnings or some other fields, web development? So what was your main reason behind competitive programming, pursuing competitive programming?
So it's not like currently it's not like I'm bound to be in competitive programming or any other field. And I actually explored machine learning as well. And I also explored web development, although not to any level that I can say I'm proud of. But yeah, I did explore other fields as well. Majorly, what I found was no matter what field you go in, related to computer science, you need to be good at one thing for sure, that is data structures, algorithm. You need to have a good foundation of those skills. Even if you go for machine learning, if you're not good at mathematics and algorithms, you cannot actually become a someone who's good at machine learning. Same way, if you even go for software development, you need to have knowledge of data structures. Otherwise, your software would not be efficient, it would not be scalable. So my aim was to become good at data structures algorithm first, because I knew that I'm just a beginner. I want to make sure that my foundation is strong. Later on, I can like choose and go in whichever field I like. So I was introduced to competitive programming, and this was like a competition kind of thing. Coming from school times, you also, Jalaj, you also sat for the JE
Yeah.
Advanced, JE Mains. It is kind of fun to compete with other candidates. You get motivated by the people who are very good, and then you actually try to become equal to them, better than them. That's something very motivating. Seeing people like Kennedy and others, you get motivated. You want to get better. So it was competitive programming was a sport, and I actually enjoyed getting introduced to it. So that's why I chose that. Okay, I'm going to do this for a few years.
Okay. That well thought of. Uh, and foundation is very strong in any field, as you mentioned. So now moving towards like we have built a foundation. So now it's the internship period or interview periods. So how did you prepare for your internships and all those things?
Okay, so for preparing for my internships and my placements, what I did was personally I started CodeChef in second year, and that was out of basically curiosity sake. I wanted to see what are the type of problems people are solving on these websites, and I found that to be interesting. Now, almost at the end of my second year, when I finally realized that okay, companies do come to hire for internships from our college, and yeah, companies will be coming. So I thought, okay, I also want to try to get an internship. There was never a goal that I'll definitely get an internship or I want to get an internship at company X or Y. My seniors told me that okay, these are the kind of problems that you'll be expected to solve in an interview. And people told me, okay, Geeks for Geeks is one of the places where you'll find problems that are asked in interviews. Another is lead code and another is interview bit. So I thought, okay, I should probably try it out, and if possible, I'll try to crack some internship. So after looking at Geeks for Geeks, interview bit, and lead code, what I found out was those problems were not very hard. I was able to understand, I was able to go through them. And coming from the background of Code Chef, it felt comparatively easier for me to actually solve those problems and understand the reasoning behind them. So I started preparing on Geeks for Geeks. I solved the 25 problems. They said that top 25 interview problems. Then I also tried out interview bit. After that Geeks for Geeks interview bit, then I went on to lead code, and this much was enough to actually crack the coding rounds of most of the companies.
Okay.
After sitting in some interviews, you get to know that okay, this Geeks for Geeks lead code and interview bit is not all that you need to crack the in interview. You also need a good resume and project. So yeah.
Yeah, this is an important part. That's why I'm coming also. Like now you have cracked the resume, like coding rounds. So how was your interview? Like what all things are company usually ask in interview processes, and what was your experience in different interviews?
Okay, so let me generalize this thing a bit. Let's say you are from you're a college student, so you'll be getting a fresher SDE role or software development role, something similar to that. And let's say you try interviewing with some big tech company. Mostly, what happens in an interview, this is a generalization, might be different at different companies, different interviews, and for different candidates. But overall, the idea is that you'll be tested on your core computer science fundamentals. If you're good with your core CS fundamentals, mostly that should be enough because you are trying for an entry level role. People don't expect you to know some sophisticated frameworks. No, that's not what's expected from a fresher. So core CS fundamental will include your DS algo, object-oriented programming. Then it includes your operating system knowledge. It also includes some knowledge about databases. If you're good at all that, you can probably go ahead and crack internship at most of the companies that are big tech companies. So this is what you'll be tested on. Apart from that, you should keep a few projects in your resume. These projects may not be revolutionary. You don't need to go ahead and do something that changes the world. You just need to come up with something simple, something sober that you understand completely. So,
okay.
Yeah.
तो यहाँ तक हम लोग को पता लग चुका है कि यार प्रिपेयर कैसे क्या क्या प्रिपेयर करने की जरूरत है और क्या क्या चीजें आती है. लाइक अब I want to prepare. So what are the resources available for me according to, and which are the good resources? Which books or some playlist you want to suggest? So क्या क्या रहेंगे resources मेरे पास different चीजें prepare करने के लिए?
Okay. तो ये resources वाला क्वेश्चन काफी कॉमन है. मतलब बहुत लोगों ने मुझसे पूछा था, तो मैंने फिर एक दिन बैठ के अच्छे से resources curate करे थे and उस पर एक वीडियो बनाई थी. तो एक तो जला जिसका हम लिंक डाल सकते हैं, तो कोई भी अगर देख रहे हैं, they can actually use that video to understand the free resources. उस वीडियो का मेन मोटिव था कि फ्री रिसोर्सेज हाईलाइट करने के लिए. And I personally do prefer free resources given that you have good amount of time. You can go for paid resources as well if you have lesser time, but that's up to you. Now, the resources I actually recommend is that अगर तुम्हारा इंटरेस्ट इंटरव्यू क्रैक करने के लिए है, तो लीड कोड इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्लेसेस टू गो. वहां पे तुम्हें अच्छी प्रॉब्लम्स मिलेंगी करने के लिए. ठीक है, तुम्हारे पास ज्यादा टाइम है और तुम्हें अभी डीएसए पढ़ना है, तो मैं रिकमेंड करता हूँ इंट्रोडक्शन टू एल्गोरिथम्स नाम की बुक, CLRS. That is the Bible of algorithms. If you have good amount of time in your hand, तुम सेकेंड ईयर में हो, उसको रीड करना शुरू कर दो. कोई वीडियो में उतनी डेप्थ पे नहीं मिलेगा, किसी भी सोर्स में उतने अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन नहीं मिलेगा जितना तुम्हें बुक्स से मिलेगा. तो बुक्स आर द रिसोर्सेज व्हिच आई रिकमेंड टू अंडरस्टैंड योर कोर सीएस फंडामेंटल्स. ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग के लिए ई बालागुरुस्वामी है. देन for operating systems you have Galvin. For DBMS you have few books. One of them is Frozen. इफ यू हैव गुड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम तो कोर सीएस फंडामेंटल्स प्लीज बुक से करो, उससे जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग आएगी वो किसी भी जगह से नहीं आएगी। मेरी यूट्यूब वीडियोस भी मैं बहुत अच्छे से अपनी तरफ से बनाता हूँ, बट अगर तुम बुक से पढ़ रहे हो अपना फुल टाइम देके और तुम शॉर्टकट लेके मेरी वीडियो से पढ़ रहे हो, तो तुम्हारा जो टाइम, जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग एक बुक वाले बंदे की होगी ना, वो थोड़ी ज्यादा होती है, नो डाउट। तो इफ यू हैव इनफ टाइम, बुक्स इज गुड। अदरवाइज इफ यू हैव लेसर टाइम, रिसोर्सेज लाइक यूट्यूब वीडियोस एंड अदर सोर्सेज लाइक मैं कोड फोर्सेस के ब्लॉग्स से काफी सारी चीजें पढ़ता हूँ, दैट दे आर वेरी गुड। एंड लीड कोड पे इंटरव्यूज से पहले लीड कोड पे प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ, दैट्स वेरी गुड वे टू गेट हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिस। इंटरव्यू बिट इज आल्सो गुड, गीक्स फॉर गीक्स इज आल्सो गुड। सो इन जगहों पे जाके तुम डीए से प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो।
ओके, थैंक यू कार्तिक। एंड गाइस, जो जो बुक्स के उन्होंने लिंक बोले हैं उनके लिंक्स डिस्क्रिप्शन में होंगे, तुम लोग जाके विजिट कर सकते हो और देख सकते हो।
डेफिनेटली।
सो नाउ कार्तिक, मूविंग टुवर्ड्स लाइक आपका यूट्यूब चैनल है, तो व्हाट वाज योर मेन मोटिवेशन बिहाइंड स्टार्टिंग दैट चैनल, एंड आप किस तरह कंटेंट डालते हैं एक्चुअली उसके ऊपर?
Okay, so actually during the month of July this year, no, previous year, 2020, I didn't have much to do. I was kind of free. I wasn't involved in a job that time, and I didn't have any college work to do. So that was a free month. That was a month for me to spare. So that month when I started the channel, the main motive was to give back to the community. That's all. I just wanted to. I had 1 month, and I thought, okay, let me just use this 1 month and make some good resources. My focus was to create some in-depth, content on algorithms, not the very basic algorithms like data structures like linked list, etc., but somewhat intermediate or advanced algorithms like DP with bit masking, DP on trees. I wanted to focus on those areas so that I can provide some very good deep knowledge to people on those topics. And I thought I'll just do it for July, and I'll be like, okay, now if people want to use it, they can use it, and hopefully I contribute something useful to the people. After July, I got a good feedback. People were enjoying the content, and I didn't want to stop after that. So from that point onwards, I actually wanted to pursue this YouTube thing as well. But when I started, my main motive was to give back and make something useful. Currently I'm doing it out of the fun I get and the joy I get when I see that I was able to help someone. So that's somewhat the motive.
So thank you कार्तिक. So guys, इनका YouTube चैनल बहुत अच्छा है, तुम जाके देख सकते हो, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है और विजिट कर सकते हो. So Karthik, coming to the last part, so what are your tips and tricks for the juniors or someone starting in the field like first year or second year, right? Okay. What are your some suggestions or tips for them?
So for someone who's in first year, okay, तो यार तुम अगर फर्स्ट ईयर में हो तो सब तो सेम पाथ नहीं ले सकते. सब लोग नहीं चाहते कि उनकी जॉब लगे और सब लोग नहीं चाहते कि वो एक नया बिजनेस खड़ा करें या एक स्टार्टअप खोलें. तो everyone will have different things for their future. Not everyone wants to get a job at a big company, right? तो अगर फर्स्ट ईयर में हो तो मेरी तरफ से जो टिप्स हैं वो ये हैं कि सब कुछ एक्सप्लोर करो. देखो तुम चाहते क्या हो एक्चुअल में. सारी फील्ड्स को एक्सप्लोर करो, प्रोग्रामिंग को भी एक्सप्लोर करो, नॉन टेक चीजें भी एक्सप्लोर करो. बट एक चीज जो तुम्हें मैं टिप दूंगा, जस्ट टू बी ऑन द सेफ साइड. लेटर ऑन तुम्हारा मन किया कि मैं जॉब करना चाहता हूँ या मैं आगे मास्टर्स करना चाहता हूँ, मैं कुछ करना चाहता हूँ, कभी भी सीजीपीए को बिना कम सीरियसली मत लेना. सीजीपीए इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड कितना मर्जी एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो तुम फर्स्ट ईयर में. एंजॉय योर लाइफ, एक्सप्लोर एवरीथिंग पॉसिबल. मेक श्योर यू मेंटेन अ गुड जीपीए. दैट इज समथिंग इफ यू डोंट मेंटेन यू माइट लेटर रिग्रेट. वो रिग्रेट कभी नहीं होना चाहिए. तुम्हें प्रोग्रामिंग फर्स्ट ईयर से नहीं करनी, मत करो. सेकेंड ईयर से अगर लगा कि करना चाहते हो तो करो, बट एक सीजीपीए मेंटेन रखना. एक्सप्लोर करो चीजें क्या हैं. लेटर ऑन अगर लगता है कि आप प्रोग्रामिंग में आना चाहते हो तो फिर तो दिल लगा के शुरू कर लो. डीए फाउंडेशंस बनाओ स्ट्रॉन्ग. फाउंडेशन के ऊपर तुम्हें कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग करनी है, तुम्हारी मर्जी है. तुम्हें वेब डेवलपमेंट करनी है, वो भी तुम्हारी मर्जी है. और मशीन लर्निंग करनी है तो वो भी मर्जी है. बट फाउंडेशन इज समथिंग दैट मैटर्स द मोस्ट. तो फाउंडेशन तो स्ट्रॉन्ग करनी है. अगर तुम प्रोग्रामिंग फील्ड में जाते हो, नहीं जाते तो इसके अलावा भी बहुत फील्ड्स हैं. तो फर्स्ट ईयर एक्सप्लोर योरसेल्फ, व्हाट यू एक्चुअली वांट टू डू, but make sure you maintain a good GPA. That will something be really useful later on. Later on यार अगर GPA maintain नहीं करी और तुम चाहते हो यार कि अब मैं मास्टर्स करने चला जाऊं, तो मे बी तुम्हें अच्छा कॉलेज ना मिले या फिर एक अच्छी कंपनी तुम्हें इंटरव्यू के लिए कॉल ना दे अगर तुम्हारी GPA ना हो. तो दैट इज टू बी ऑन द सेफ साइड. यू नीड टू मेंटेन दैट फॉर श्योर. बाकी चीजें यार तुम मेहनत करके फिर से कर सकते हो, लेकिन एक जो ये चीज है वो दोबारा फिर से नहीं बढ़ती, बस इसलिए एक वो टिप था।
Okay. So thank you, Karthik, for sharing your experience and sharing all those resources. So thank you for being with us.
Thanks, Jalaj. Nice being here.